Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! And, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on the eve of Super Bowl Sunday, which was exciting.
51. The big L1.
Super Bowly is what it sounds like a Stromboli.
It's now an Italian football game.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Super Bowly.
I'll have the Super Bowly, please.
That's genius. That's a genius marketing move right there.
I can't take all that credit. That would have to go to my brother, Nick. Shout out, also named Nick.
Nice.
But yeah, he's very good at marketing stuff, I guess. Coming up with names, and I come up with the jingles.
He's so good at it, but he obviously did not come up with the name of our podcast.
Did not. So yeah, that was wicked. That was. I thought they were done.
Are there memes? I haven't checked. I know there's memes, but I want to see if there's memes of Matt Ryan's face.
I don't know. I think he might be too likable.
He's such a likable person, and like his face is so likable.
He got a very likable face, unlike Tom Brady.
There are none of
that's good.
Right. I mean, I feel so bad. I mean, that guy did work this season.
He had it all.
Yeah, he did. He did a lot of work, and even in that game, he just really was poised that first half.
Yeah,
and that first half was insane. I mean,
lightening
I've
up.
never seen the Patriots get thrashed like that.
Yeah, and a lot had to do with the defense, though, getting some turnovers.
Yeah, I do. That pick six was really a huge momentum shift. But I mean, we looked, and I think, was it the last time?
Last time, in which something happened that you're pondering.
I think it was Tom Brady threw a pick six. Hasn't threw in a pick six in like the past 5 years.
They always come up with these random statistics, like the last time Tom Brady threw an interception in a Super Bowl was actually when he was 7 years old playing Pee-wee Super Bowl football, and he threw it to little Timmy Johnson, who ran that one back 40 yards.
I wish I was cool enough to actually just like spout off the fact that we looked up, but I like watching sports, but I'm no sports analyst.
No, how do you do that? Like, I just watch sports all day and I get paid for it.
Some people are just into it, and that's great. I mean, competition, mankind, teamwork, teams. I mean, it's all great. It all wraps it up. But so that was an incredible Super Bowl game. I gotta be honest. Like when I watch the Super Bowl team, or when I watch the Super Bowl without my team in it, it's not as entertaining. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I don't have a horse in the race.
Yeah.
And our team's never in it.
I was going to ask, who's your team?
Just letting you know, I mean, we root for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You're coming out, I was like, well, you have a team that's normally in this?
I wish I did. The point is that when you watch it without your team in it, you just want a good football game.
Yeah.
And the first half, I was like, hey, this was really fun to watch, but I might just go home. And I didn't, which was good because I watched some great football, but it wasn't like the good kind of football either. I got screwed again because it was like I had to watch a great game played by Tom Brady. You know, if Matt Ryan had done that, I would have been like out of my chair for him. But
exactly, yeah. And I felt the same way. I was like, oh, halftime, they're 28-3. All right. Well, let me salvage the night, maybe turn it in early, and then okay, touchdown. They're only 2 touchdowns behind. I'll hang out.
I thought for sure they were going to miss the 2-point conversion, and that would have been a game for Atlanta. And it's crazy. Atlanta just had every opportunity to win. I do think if you looked at it, was so weird. Like they did the coin toss for overtime, and the 3 captains come out for New England, and Matt Ryan's out there all by himself.
That's epic.
And I feel like that was like really what like the second half was like like Matt Ryan and just couldn't make things happen. The defense was gassed, and it was just Matt Ryan by himself out there. And I think he knew when they lost the coin toss that game was over. I think he saw what was happening.
It was interference on the flip.
Yeah.
I I told you I got into Rick and Morty recently.
God.
I love it.
Great.
So I was thinking like, what if the ref sounded like Morty, just like prepubescent, like just unsure, like. All right, so we have our two teams. We're tied at the end of the regular so 28-28 at the end of the playing time, and so we're gonna flip a coin to decide with the NFL, the National Football logo. That's gonna be heads, and other side's tails. If you score a 6 point, if you score a touchdown, then your team wins, and if you kick a 3 point a field goal. Then the other team gets a chance to try it, to go for it. Just like,
yeah, that would be great. the sideline ref is just like a Rick character.
Yeah.
He's like drinking on the sideline. Yeah. Touchdown. No. Who cares?
Whatever. I was like,
or he just starts arguments with the other refs just for no reason. And
it's all arbitrary. That voice needs to just be added to so many more things.
Yeah,
that guy needs to just do stuff.
This is really the champion, like the series of championships of underdogs, or like from behind. I mean, the Cavaliers, which all right, finally Cleveland, thank you.
Yeah.
Lament the Browns, proud of the Cavs. Come from behind, crazy. Chicago against our Indians, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that was a great
series. If you think about it, the trifecta of sports, I don't want to take anything from hockey. I think hockey's. I've never watched it, but I want to get into it eventually. But I'm saying the main three: football, basketball, baseball. Those three culmination of championships this year were all historic.
It's true,
and it's pretty amazing.
It's so true, which is good.
Yeah.
It would have been historical at the Super Bowl either way. I mean,
Yeah.
Atlanta hasn't won anything. Like, they compared how many championships in each
like
sport. Did you see that segment?
35-1 something like that.
So Atlanta could have really used last
Which
night.
they shouldn't have won in the 95. Stupid umpires calling.
Yeah.
What kind of strike zone was that?
Yeah.
So, anywho.
I'm going to shift gears.
Yeah, let's shift gears. I'm all sportsed out for now.
Sportsed out, yeah, for a good long time, like till the next championship. Because I'm not going to care about
until
any
basketball playoffs or baseball starts.
Dude, Samurai Jack is coming back
Nice.
for if they call it a special engagement or something. So it's season 5, but it's like maybe 10 episodes long, I'd bet.
Still, I mean,
but still,
if it's a good story arc.
That was pretty sweet. I didn't get through the 4th season, so I need to hurry up and do this. But
I don't know if I've watched every season, but I remember a few episodes that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that show was like beyond me when I was younger, and then I rediscovered it as an adult.
Yeah, I'd like to go back and watch it.
I think like being a samurai, like Samurai Jack, would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
As far as warriors go, samurais are pretty cool.
I think they're up there.
I mean, if I had to choose between samurai and gladiator, probably samurai. I tend to go with speed and agility over brute strength. I think most of the time. But I don't, and usually it's because the faster you are, the more coins you can pick up. Upgrade.
If you can't get hit, I guess you're not going to die. I guess that's one way to look at it as well.
And also, so it depends on, I love that show they used to do where it was like
American Gladiators?
No, Greatest Warrior or whatever.
Oh, Ninja Warrior?
No, what was the show on Spike?
MXC?
Spike, where they did like the
Warriors versus
Warrior versus Warrior.
Yeah, it wasn't called that, but yeah, that was an awesome show. Like who would have won? Spike
Deadliest
TV's
Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior. I was gonna say versus.
And I love how they just fill the gelatinous like humanoid, like armless people with like jelly, like red jelly, and like when they hit it, it's like but it's like coming out of them. Like they should. I don't know why they don't just package those for like kids. Like
jelly stuff for kids.
Well, just like the bleedable.
What is this?
bleedable dummies. Just like you have like little Wednesday's like running around like, "Mommy, I chopped his head off." It's just like splurting like blood out.
taking the meat cleaver and like, so if I come at it from this angle, and striking it like 3,500 psi, look how far it's indented. It's like the kids talk like, oh, we got a little murderer here.
You're at the science fair with your like 12-year-old, and every parent is like looking at you like, and
on the
there's
back,
the next Dahmer kid.
he's got like a CGI like or a built of a sword going into a head, just displaying it on repeat as
But
well.
he's like, come back around at 6:00. That's when I'm doing my full demonstration. People are like, wait, full demonstration? Yeah, it's going to be really realistic.
Live demonstration.
Live demonstration. And then it's like, hey, Stanley, you're not actually letting your kid kill someone, are you? Well, I was thinking about it.
I want the A. He's going to do great things. Kid's going to do great things. It's going to be great. He's going to learn a lot of things. I love science things. That it's going to be great things for him to learn. I have to slice a few heads to make a pie, and so be it. That's how we do science.
Slice a few heads. I want to look at some of these matchups here with the Warriors. All right, let's just say, because we're not going to find. I don't think they're going to let us know who actually won.
Why ruin the surprise?
But let's go through some, and we're not going to pick who we would win as, or who would win, but like who do we want to be? Who do we rather be? Okay. So, all right, we'll go with sci-fi fantasy. It's vampire versus zombie.
Vampire versus zombie. I mean,
that one's easy.
Yeah,
vampire.
Yeah,
okay.
And I mean, even if you said we're not going to do who's going to win, I mean, vampire win. I mean, unless you turn into a vampire zombie, then you're still a vampire, and you win anyway.
Has that been a subgenre explored yet?
Probably.
I know there's vampires versus werewolves, but
they both bite.
Vampire versus zombie would be pretty interesting.
You know what? Zombies would win because they're both eating the same food source, and eventually zombies would take over, and there would be no more food source for vampires. So
they'd starve them out.
Starvation
strategy. Nice.
But I'd still rather be a vampire.
Okay. Yeah. Sexier. All right. Here we go. Teddy Roosevelt or Lawrence of Arabia?
What?
I'm just picturing those guys fighting each other. What's the Robin Williams version versus the Peter O'Toole version? I can't think of it any other way.
I mean, I just kind of sounding from Arabia. That kind of sounds sweet. I don't have a good guess on this one.
No, who'd you want to be?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's because you don't know who they are.
Exactly. I'm not a.
All right, let's give me that one.
Buff.
This one you should know: Genghis Khan versus Hannibal. Not Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal storming Rome. Hannibal.
Genghis Khan, he was pretty. I'd go with that. He commanded a lot.
Yeah.
Power. And in your samurai vein, or Mid-Eastern.
Yeah. Did you know there's still descendants of Genghis Khan?
Of course. Why wouldn't there not be?
Well, no. Well, I mean,
I guess
just because you're a famous person doesn't mean your bloodline is preserved.
But I think he had the will to fight. That his blood was that strong.
Or the will to bang. No, seriously, this study I was listening to, they started like doing some genetic research in Asia, and they kept finding that there was like this one little strain, this little speck of something that was apparent in all these people, and they're just like, what the heck is this? And they started tracing it back, and they like found that because like Genghis Khan he was like one of the most virile men in history, apparently.
Promiscuous.
Very promiscuous. And but yeah, he just everywhere he went was making babies.
See? Why would I not want to be with Genghis Khan?
Yes. That's the whole point.
The rock star.
So it's not about who would win, it's about who would have more fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like riding an elephant or riding something else.
Yeah. A lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Definitely over Teddy Roosevelt. Am I jump? Oh.
no, yeah, okay. All right. Here we go. Let's keep it. Joan of Arc or William the Conqueror?
Just out of basic sex, I'd go Mr. Joan of Arc. She was. No, I mean, thinking about it, because I have watched stuff on Joan of Arc, and that's pretty badass.
She's badass.
Yeah,
she had a badass ending.
I'm gonna have to actually go with Joan of Arc.
That would be funny. Like, Mr. Arc, you're not allowed in the women's bathroom. It's like, are you kidding me?
You don't label me.
Do I have to conquer this whole restaurant just for the freedom to choose?
And that's at a time where women aren't like respected at all. Like, and then to be that figure and all the religion and all the other stuff, and just like that's some power in there.
Yeah, she had a lot of vision. Talk about vision.
Yeah.
Navy SEAL versus a Israeli commando.
Navy SEAL. What about Marine? The few, the proud. So these Israeli commandos, they know the Krav Maga probably, right?
I would bet money.
That's where it came from, right? I believe.
Yeah. Wait, no, Krav Maga is Russian, dude.
No, it's Israeli. I bet you. I don't know what I'm going to bet, but it's Israeli combat.
Yeah, you're right. It's Krav Maga.
So we got Krav Maga against a SEAL.
Just clubbing it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely. I mean, I'm patriotic. Patriotic
how close
is the
are we
next
going?
guy, but like the Israeli commando, I have to pick the Israeli commando because those people are like disciplined.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not. This is nothing taking away from Navy SEALs,
No.
guys. I know you're super disciplined, but like Israeli soldiers, and I know a commando is different than a soldier.
Yeah.
But man, you're like expected as a duty not only to your country but like to your people. You know.
Yeah.
Which I'm realizing is the same thing Navy SEALs do.
I don't know. I feel like they might have. No, okay. I'm definitely thinking of someone else. There's like this sweet kind of Middle Eastern guy that's buff, got a huge beard. He wears like a cut off vest, whatever, and he just looks like badass. That's who I was thinking of.
Okay.
But okay, I would just go. I'm gonna go with the SEAL on this one. These look pretty pretty even. I think they're pretty even.
I think Navy SEAL's probably like cooler. It's easier to make a big budget Michael Bay movie about Navy SEALs, and then you could probably be in it and then become the next Channing Tatum.
Nice.
Or I heard just the other day Adam Driver was in the military, U.S. military. So
yeah.
A lot of background.
I could have done that.
Tyler Kersey next, our buddy.
Don't know who
Tyler Kersey.
Oh yeah, Tyler. Yeah. Okay, the bear. I thought you were throwing out like
I don't know who that is. Oh wait, that guy.
Yeah, yeah, he's famous.
He is famous. All right, Nazi SS or Viet Cong? Neither.
Yeah, can we do a pass on this one?
I'll give you a pass on that one.
I'll go Viet Cong though.
I got that jungle fever.
Just guerrilla tactics. But both, yeah, no, the Nazi, that's just despicable.
Some of these like blow my mind. Like this is like where the perfect entertainment kind of comes from. Like the perfectly bad entertainment. This episode is the Somali pirate versus the Medellin drug cartel.
What are they?
Have you guys really studied this? Like your warriors, deadliest warrior.
Are they like killing people with drug smuggling?
I just feel like any drug or pirate in today's modern
some cocaine
drug world is just like all I picture is them spraying an Uzi over a box on a cruise ship.
Say hello to my oh, wait, not those guys.
That's all I picture. It's not even like they're aiming. It's like they're so easy to hit. I mean,
yeah.
All right, yeah, but that was pretty good. I think we did a pretty good job.
That was all right.
Even if we didn't pick the winners, it's the most popular. I'm cool with that.
It's all about little Teddy Rosie making his way downtown on his horse of life that he called presidency. and changing the world as we know it. But I feel like we got a better. What do we got better than that? I feel like we need something more saucy, more saucily. Speaking of sauces, my brother made some pulled pork.
Oh,
that was about it. I didn't really have anything after that. There was some good sauces.
That's totally enough for me. I mean, pulled pork.
Yeah, it was good.
Got my mouth watering, got me hungry now.
That's like one of my favorite meals.
It is.
Pulled pork. And
you know, it's funny. Like, you eat these meals when you're a kid, and you're like, "Yeah, man, this is my favorite meal." People are like, "What do you like to eat? What do you want for your birthday? We'll get you anything." It's like,
the heart of a child.
Then when you grow up and your mom's not around to make you food anymore, you're like, I need to figure out how to make that favorite meal. So you do, and then you start to push the limits of where it can go as a meal. You're like, all right, I'm going to spice it up now. I'm going to try this, or I'm going to put a vegetable on it. And you're like, whoa.
You can do that when you're on your when I moved out on my own, I just made stuff all the time.
Fusion. I'm a fusion.
I make everything
guy.
into a burrito. I fuse everything with Mexican. Everything's a burrito.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's trends in New York. Like, what's the weirdest thing we could put a burrito on market and sell it? Sushi? Yes. Have you seen those things?
No.
I could not. It's a Chipotle sized burrito with sushi in it, and I'm just like, I like sushi and I can handle it because it's small little bites of raw fish. Because sometimes raw fish can be off putting, catch you in the craw, and like.
It's all right.
But to have a whole burrito, like, I don't know.
I'd go down on it, but it's probably like $30.
Yeah,
burrito.
Yeah, it's like 3 different kind of fish, and it's foot of sushi. Yeah, it's like that'll be $50.
What?
Yeah,
this is supposed to be like $6.95 max.
Yeah.
Bit of gumbo.
So my girlfriend is always joking about, like, she's like, I just want to move to Costa Rica when I'm done with school and just live down there. And I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna do? He's like, well, first of all, she's like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. But she's like, we'll do a food truck.
Okay.
Because we cook together all the time. And the funny thing is, she said, all the tourists will love us. And I'm like,
will they?
Really? Why? And she's like, because we can speak English. She's like, every tourist speaks English. I was like, okay. Yeah. But she said she's Polish, and we'd obviously be in a Latin American food culture. And I'm like, that actually sounds delicious. Do some Polish, Latin American, Mexican food fusion.
Polish burritos.
And we'd call it the Fiesta Pierogi truck.
Fiesta Rogies.
Fiesta Rogies. But no, I'm serious. We thought about it. Like, you add some like carnitas, some potatoes, and some like cheese into a pierogi with some potato, and you throw some sour cream on that. No. I ain't fooling
like
around.
Sack the quarterback, eat it up.
Yeah.
That's like
Tom
delicious.
Brady for most of the first half.
Eating it.
Just eating it up. But no, dude, I was like, part of me wants to like
that's your goal
invest in this pipe dream just so I can try one of those. Yeah. Like, get to that point, savor it, and then be like, all right, let's go back to the States.
Carnita pierogies.
Carnita pierogies.
That sounds. I feel like that could be the next Latin pop sensation. Carnita pierogi.
He was like Ricky bored. Martin. Like, he's like, his parents are like Middle European, but they wanted to like go enjoy a tropical life, and they just named.
What do we love? We love carnitas.
Carnita.
And we are the pierogi family. Carnita pierogi.
My son.
Beautiful.
Carnita.
Next, Ricky Martin or whatever. Rick Astley, whatever.
Rick Astley. Carnita pierogi. I always like wanted to know what it's like. Okay, because like every American person is like, you want to listen to my French accent, in English? He's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
but like, what does a Polish accent sound like in Spanish?
I wonder that all the time. Like, thank you, Google. Did we say okay, Google?
What did we want?
I don't think we did anything. No, but yeah. What do other languages sound? We're just so central minded that everything is based off the English language.
I don't even think it's like we're central minded. It's just like what kind of environment are you going to be in to hear that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like what do people in Italy say when they hear a French person trying to speak Italian? Like, they don't say stupid American, whatever. It's like stupid French person.
Yeah, it'd be so interesting. We need to get like a really famous actor to try to fold together like a couple, like a language, like an international language with an international accent. Just like, yeah, that's very deep. I'm the dude playing the other dude.
Yeah. Speaking of Tropic Thunder, is that what that was called?
Yeah.
Remember Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool too. That was all cool stuff. I liked all those.
I love the cameo of Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
That was awesome. It was brilliant.
That made it. Well, I mean, the cameo from him, and then wait, Matthew McConaughey is also
he's the agent.
I think Matthew McConaughey's like cameos are what cameos should be.
Yeah.
The cameo in that movie, the cameo in Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
I mean, that is what like it's like the Alec Baldwin, like Glenn Ross like cameo. ABC, always be something. It's like just that's what a cameo should be, like high powered. A lot of times they're like Daniel Craig played the stormtrooper in Star Wars where he was running around and you didn't even know it was him. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you can just say that anyway.
But like, okay.
Like a small, impactful, minor character. Like
yeah, just like a huge moment, but it's just him. It's like in one of the X-Men movies, like First Class or whatever, they go back in time and they're like looking for Wolverine. Mm-hmm. Oh no! They don't go back in time. It's when it's X-Men movie.
Spoiler
and
alert.
James McAvoy like walks. He's like looking for mutants, and he walks up to Logan at that point. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you," and like he just says "F you." He's just like screw off, and it's just funny because it's like, and that was it.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing with like R2D2, C3PO. All right, that's a spoiler alert. I won't tell you what movie they're in, but it's okay. Now I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to say spoiler alert. Yeah, they're in 4, 5, and 6. Definitely, they're in 1, 2, and 3. But they are also spoiler alert in Rogue One. And
Jesus, I haven't seen it.
That was like a great cameo. Everyone's like, yeah, woo, yeah.
Beep.
Yeah. So cameos, I think, should just be like they should convey more emotion. They shouldn't just be some guy in the background.
I don't like cameos. Straight up.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Okay.
Done with it. No, I was just trying to be contradictory. But
no, you should have. You should have run with that. We could.
I will.
Brawl.
Okay, yeah, no cameos. Cameos are. Why do you got to steal the spotlight? Huh? It's there's a good story going on. Why do you got to take me out of what's going on in the story?
Cameos are awesome, and you're not because you don't like them.
Okay. And
I accept that.
Fair enough. I would not be a good president. They would say I'd be wishy-washy because anytime I hear facts, I say, "Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, let's go with that one." And then the other side comes with like other facts, like, "Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that."
Global warming is true. All right, nice.
Yes.
Good, great
Let's
job.
Start fixing that.
It's all a ploy to raise the gas prices.
Let's drill for more oil.
You're just the busiest president ever because you just keep turning around in circles.
Signing contradictory laws.
You're telling your staff to do this, and then like 30 minutes later, you do the other thing.
Oh, they're protesting. They said they can't do that.
They're like, you can't listen to them. You're like, just literally 1,000 people just said I can't, I shouldn't, I won't.
Imagine all the people. What you got? Who's that? Is that Emma Stone?
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about her. As an actress, yeah. As a face, she's all right.
I don't want her to sell any of my makeup to myself. No.
Probably no. She got, yeah.
I just saw here Jack Nicholson to star in a movie, first major role in a decade.
Oh. Apart from Anger Management.
Oh, I don't even think that was his last movie.
That's just the last one I remember.
Yeah. I was like, The Departed. Yeah, I saw that Jack Nicholson movie. He's like, when was that?
That's like 2000.
Yeah.
Jeez. Holy cow.
Ashton Kutcher turns 12 today.
12?
Just kidding. He's 29.
He's only 29?
I know.
No. That's a lie. He's got to be in his 30s. Well into his 30s.
39, sorry.
39, okay.
That dyslexia is kicking in.
And I think Mila Kunis is like 35.
Mila Kunis is like
Mila
16.
Mila.
Okay?
Still, yeah. Oh, the baby.
She always will be.
That
70s show.
What are we talking about? We
What?
got no direction right now.
That's true.
And I'm making it aware.
I'm trying to pick headlines.
Okay. Important question. If you were to become poor and a bum, how would you have gotten there, and then how would you rise back up to mediocrity?
I feel like I would have accidentally taken out some people, like in a business move, taken out some people to a restaurant that I knew was really nice.
Yeah.
I would have had too many drinks to start off the meal. We would have all kept going. I thought the meeting was going really well. And then I go back and I realized that I just spent all of our company money on the meal. And then the deal doesn't even go through because they're like, we really like you, but and then I lose all my money. And then I literally have none. And so they repossess everything, kick me out of my apartment, and then I'm on the street and I'm a bum.
Mm. You got one object. What do you take with you?
A knife.
Takes a knife. Okay. Safe. Plays it safe. And
not for
dangerous.
protection. It's not defense. That's offense, bro.
Yeah.
That
or
is
dangerous.
Offense.
Safe
Yes.
or dangerous.
Yes. Strategizing. Shrewd customer.
Mm.
To get back up to the top, I always thought about this. Like, if I really lost everything, would I become like a criminal? You know?
What do you resort to?
Because what's so funny is a lot of stories of the criminals are like, I didn't even think I would ever be here. You know? It's like, so wait, the first time you went into the bank, you were like, nah, I think I can just get out of this. I'm just gonna do it once. I can quit it whenever I want.
Yeah. I swear, just one time.
No, but I'm like, I don't know if I lost everything, would I just my roommates watching Catch Me If You Can. I'm like, hey, he did it. You know, I kind of look like Leonardo DiCaprio. The answer is that I wouldn't be able to do it through smarts or anything. I'm not that quick on my feet. I feel like I could survive the street, but I wouldn't conquer the street. I'd have to just end up being probably a John Wick character, just passionate.
Just hired for
smart,
killing people,
dedicated to learn things about
whatever
the art of dispatching humans.
But you'd be known as the killer on the corner,
the bum. That'd be my strategy.
Go see
if I was a hitman.
Yeah, the bum.
That's how I do it.
And then you got an alibi. You're on the corner.
Yeah, I would never spend my money. I would never live anywhere for long. Mm-hmm. I would just take the train from city to city. I would spend my money immediately on steak dinners. Trying to drum up more business. I'd be like,
and then
man, how does this keep happening to me?
You keep going to steak diners and you overhear conversations and you walk over with your steak knife and slam it on the table, sticking in so here, you got some trash you need taken out. I could help you.
They're like, why do you smell so bad? I work for free.
I take out a lot of trash.
the big bulky kind.
Yeah.
That would be funny because if I had that could be like also my weapon of choice, the steak knife.
Yeah.
Because originally I was thinking like some cool like folding hunting knife, but a kick-ass
serrated
steak
knife.
Yeah, it's like gruesome. It's not like whooshing. It's like
it's like 47 hour or yeah. Well, what was the one with James Franco?
Yeah, 127 hours.
127, not 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 20 and he would have been gone.
Yeah. GG. Nah, that's so you work your way back up as an awesome hitman. I like that.
Yeah, but I have a fear of falling. That's like my character flaw. So I never actually do rise up again.
So
I just stay on the streets.
Immediately spend it on.
I stay poor.
Yeah. You're doing what makes you happy at that point.
But I think I would like spend it on stuff like
better steak knives.
Steak knives, like multiple steak
Chef
knives.
Tony steak knives.
Custom trench coat with like steak knife holders, and an A1 sauce holster, like just really stupid dumb stuff. But it would also help me because like if I had like A1 sauce like holster, people would think I'm crazy, which I am. But it would also help me with my job.
Yeah.
Think about it. Being a bum assassin, officers can't track that. People aren't going to track you.
You can cut off all your fingertip prints.
Plus, all the people who know me are good loyal. Like they're like, man, he bought me a steak dinner the other night. I ain't telling you where he is. Yeah, I'm serious. It's the perfect community to blend into. You know all of the hiding spots in the city. You know how to get into the sewers.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
The old Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle bum.
Killer.
Knife man.
Steak knife.
The knife man. The bum knife.
The bum rusher.
The bum rusher. That would be my street name.
And
in the halls of those who are looking for my services, I'd be known as just
Steve.
Steve the Bum.
Steve the Bum.
I'd have to change my name.
Yeah.
To Steve the Bum.
No, and then they think
Mr. the Bum.
And then the cops come and they're like, "So you're Steve the Bum?" Like, no, my name's Nick.
I have this old expired driver's license.
Yeah, see, I'm Nick. It looks just like
see,
me.
it's genius. It's genius.
I heard that guy kills people. You should probably find him.
What's that dripping out of your coat?
Oh, this?
Just A1 sauce.
A1 sauce. Because life is A1.
Or they're like, what's that red stuff? Is that blood? No, man, it's just Heinz 57 stuff. I put it on everything I eat.
Like ketchup. Ketchup makes
ketchup. Seriously, like that would be an incredible moment if like eventually when they make the biopic on you, you know, you're like, you know, that moment where they're about to catch you and it's like, what's that dripping out of your coat? And you're like, what? I don't know anything. Open up your coat. Open up your coat. And you open it up, it's the ketchup bottle. I was like,
this is what you're looking for? Did you have some fries handy from that Polish food truck?
Yeah.
Polish Latin American food truck.
That would be my fallback. I would just hitchhike down. And then I'd find my girlfriend. She like moved down there because she dumped me because I was poor.
Yeah.
I'd woo her back because I said, "Hey, I'll work in your food truck for free for food." She's like,
and you started killing all of her suitors.
I forgot about that part of my personality.
See, there's only one. Everyone that gets close to you, besides me, dies by steak knives.
Good parenthetical there. Good loophole.
Yeah. I'm still here.
That would be sweet.
It's solid. It makes sense.
That's me. That would be me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I'd make a trip back to the U.S. every once in a while. That'd be funny. I'd be like the bum on the plane, get off, and I would just walk out of the airport and like it would just like disappear.
Just blend in.
Just blend in. And like, listen, when you have a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of ratty clothes on, and you have your hood up, like people aren't gonna bother you. Then I'd be like, "Who's under the hood?" They'd be like, "Oh, get out of the road."
Who's asking?
Yeah. It's like clearly a police officer. Like, who's asking?
I'll tell you for a price. A
Give me
16-ounce
Yes.
price.
Yeah. I need a pack of Indians and a sixer. Yeah. What do you want? Yeah. How about Bush? I didn't really like that commercial. My cousin and I were trying to keep up with it. We were doing like the whole 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down system. You could do like one up, 1 down, or you could do a neutral, like no thumbs.
No, 0 thumbs.
I didn't quite get that one. I appreciate they're going for a new rebranding, but
yeah, I didn't catch many good ones this year.
The Cam Newton one, did you catch that one?
I did catch that one.
Well, if that's a Chrysler, BMW, Lexus, whatever it was.
Whatever vehicle it was.
So it's a great commercial, but they failed at retention.
Yeah.
But then Cam Newton pops up and he's like pushing these kids out of the way. I'm like, because I laugh so hard because I'm like, because that's how Cam Newton hangs out with kids.
Yeah.
He's at play 60 and he's just like, I'm better than you. I'm better than all of you. Like, that's how I picture Cam Newton. He's such a bastard that he just like even is competitive against like 8-year-olds. That's how I picture him.
He's got to be the best. I feel bad for him, though.
The best at being the worst. Not quarterback, because he's a great quarterback, but as a person, he's the worst.
He's not a great person.
He's just like silly how just rude he is.
Maybe he's juvenile.
You have to try to be that rude, Luke. You have to try.
It's possible.
You have to try.
I mean, that happens when you're the best.
Practicing.
It's the best. When you got to be the best, you got to be a dick sometimes. All the times. And those times are the times that we're in. Being the best is the things we do, because we do things that want to keep us going in life and down the life's road. There's twists and tours that we go on to learn about, anything. Like you got Yellowstone National Park and geysers flying out of the ground and exploding into the sky, of eagles soaring and golden eagles taking out goats on mountainsides and skiing down the Alps, of time in life that we're all here just to get a little bit of taste of that sweet Polish cuisine on a food truck down in Costa Rica, because the sharks of the water can taste blood a mile away, just like the blood dripping off a serrated steak knife in a diner, with the cockroach scattering across the floor, looking just for a piece of food in the sewers to take back to the turtles and Master Shredder. But Master Shredder was not there at that time because he was too busy shredding the Foot Clan and grating the everlasting fear into the minds of things and people that were not for us. But so keep in mind that everything has a purpose in life, perhaps, if you want to believe that is something that you can believe. But I think that we know things are not the way things should be because of She Was of Oz. And I think that's what we have for you today, and I appreciate you hanging in if you made it all the way this far. Velocity Chaos Podcast, Nick.
Velocity Chaos Podcast, Luke. Oh, wow. Wow, whatever that was. Whatever. After your eloquent speech, I was like, hey, who's blah, 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 is it?
Eloquent, that's a unique word for that situation. But yeah. No, I had good stuff times, and see you next week. On not February the 7th. Bye.